Hey guys, Freddy here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you part 5 of 6 of the full Freddy Spaghetti walkthrough, where we're going to show you all the levels and how to beat every one of them. So we're going to hit up play, we're going to be doing the cyber world. This will be levels 41 through 50, so we'll just boot up right in and start completing them.
It wasn't me.
These levels are pretty much a computer cybery coding kind of play on a lot of the other levels you played throughout the game. So nothing here is really too intense. There's a couple levels that take a little bit of a skill and effort. This is definitely be the longest 10 levels you have to play out of all of them, unless you're just struggling on prior videos. But this will be the longest video out of the videos that we do play. But I'll chime in as we have advice and tips for them.
No, really. Freddy had changed.
This level, we're just going to smash everything. If you remember from the earlier chapters when we were breaking everything and throwing fit as a spaghetti noodle, now we're more like a red licorice. I'm not going to call this a spaghetti noodle anymore. So get your licorice to break everything, because spaghetti's not red unless it's covered in pasta. I think it's more like a wet licorice. And if you like red vines, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's start a discussion down in the chat too for this video. Do you prefer Twizzlers or red vines? And if you put anything that's not Twizzlers, you're wrong. Just in my opinion. And my opinion's fact. Gonna be a Twizzler. Also, fun fact, while I'm recording this, I can hear Dream in the group chat we're in talking, just not happy that I'm not calling it a spaghetti noodle. So this is for you, Dream. Twizzlers away! Alright, this next level here is just like Frogger, simply move through the lanes. You'll stay in the kind of red grid here as you progress through the levels, and you'll complete it. This is a little longer than the other levels that are like this, so take your time and you'll complete this one no problem. If it does help, I would recommend staying on the sort of left side of your screen, since they're always going to come from the right side. It'll just make tracking everything a little easier. And there we go.
Freddy.
Alright, this next level is a giant maze. Every time you hit those little red dots, it's going to zoom you out and allow you to see everything. For the most part, this maze is fairly simple. I will allow you to pause the screen here to be able to track and find your best pathway to get through the whole maze. For all the playthroughs that I have done, it's been pretty much the same solution, but let's go ahead and start this maze out. Let's see, where to move. And let's get our spaghetti noodle going. Just so you do know, the mazes can be a little different. I have had multiple different mazes appear, so if you do die or need to restart, my best advice: get a picture like your phone or another screen, or like however you want to do it, and take a screenshot of the level. That'll just make your life a lot easier, because then you can just kind of keep looking at that and reference which way you need to go. From my experience, there's generally only one solution for each level. Come on, Noodle. Let's go check on our progress, see how we're doing. Alright, so we'll keep continuing here. I have done a couple of these now where it's a fairly short maze, and then there has also been a couple sessions where, you know, like the one you're seeing on screen here, we're basically going to traverse the entire maze. So we need to go all the way up here and then cut to the right and cut across the entire top side of the screen. Then we can hit this just to check our progress. So if you can look, we just need to traverse all the way around and it'll take us straight to the end. This is also where being able to run with your Twizzler noodle spaghetti comes in handy. And then that'll be our last checkpoint we pass. We just need to climb up here on the right side and we'll be done. And there we go. Maze. Alright, the next level here is a play on the game Brick Breaker. You simply just need to hit the guy 5 times. My best advice for maneuvering in this level would be just to use like your charge jump to move into the way to hit the brick. Once you do 5 hits successfully, you'll complete the level. And there we go. Alright, this next level is just a really long run. I need to start this over. Alright, this next level is just a really long destructive run where you're just going to be jumping into things. Nothing too overly difficult here. Once you get to these boxes, you'll need to do a kind of a jump into them. So just charge your jump up and get underneath each box. Now these kind of D20 nice things, you just need to do a really big charge and then hit them. And you'll just kind of repeat this. You'll hit a series where you're hitting all the different things a couple times. If you do pass something, don't worry, you can go back. Let's get this one. And then I think this is our last yellow D20 we have to hit. And we should just be running to the end. And that'll complete that level. Over. Alright, this next level here, we're just going to be knocking out some walls and jumping over some spikes. Once you get kind of a good little run here to get past these first couple walls, you're going to see some spikes at the top of your screen. You're going to want to slow down your momentum because you're going to need to jump over these spikes and get close to them. But if you touch the spikes, you will fail the level. So my best advice is to just scooch close to them and then do just a charge jump over top. So push up on your stick, charge your jump with both your ends with both triggers at the same time, and you'll be able to hop right over. You'll want to get kind of close. Yeah, it's not overly difficult at all. And then you're going to start to get a sequence where just the walls and spikes alternate. And then the hardest part will be up here in just a second. You're actually going to have 3 spikes that are just a lot closer to each other. So you'll just have to kind of be patient as you navigate them. Alright. Knock out this wall, and then here's this set of 3 spikes that we need to jump over. So once again, like I said, make sure if you are running, you kind of slow down your momentum because you're not going to want to have to restart anything, because this is a little bit of a lengthy level. Get a good charge, jump over, rinse and repeat. And a good, like, if you're doing the charges and you are struggling, a good like 75% charge speed should get you right across. And then at the end here, we're just going to bust out a bunch of walls and run to the end. Don't worry about there being any hidden spikes. That would be horrible. And then there's the end of the level. Alright, this next level is easily the hardest level in this set of 10. My advice for this one is you're always going to want to pull and jump toward yourself, but charge your both ends with both triggers to do your jumps together. Now, you might encounter an issue where both of your ends start to hang off and you can't do any charges whatsoever. Unfortunately, you will have to restart, but for the most part, you're just going to jump down all these platforms. You can sometimes skip a few, but if you get to a point where like your ends are kind of hanging off the wrong way, you're ultimately going to have to restart the whole level, unfortunately. As you can see here, I just had the one end kind of dangling, but you just want to do your best to try to keep everything centered and just jump one at a time. Once you get down here, you just jump on the final platform and you'll complete this level. Alright, this last level here, well, second to last level, we're just going to be running away from this kind of gridded wall. There's going to be spikes that pop up. Now, they're always going to alternate from left to right, so just zigzag from left to right and run. As long as you don't hit the spikes, you'll get to the end of the level and you'll be able to complete it just fine. As you can see, like the grid wall that chases you kind of gets really lost in the background if once you're running. I believe that's the end of the level. There we go. And then this is the final level, level 50 in the game. All you have to do is hit delete, and then are you sure? Yes. And this will be the end of part 5 of 6. You should have just now beat all 50 levels. All you need to do now is the bonus stages. That'll be in our next video. If this helped you knock out all these levels, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll catch you guys next time. I hope you all have a great day. We're going to let the credits roll here because these developers definitely deserve some kudos.